to win a revolution, you have to make allies. And right now we have an opportunity to make allies with people on the right that we have never had. And that has to do with Israel and Gaza. Because for decades on the right, you have Christian Zionism, which all the different church/cults over there, they are taught to protect Israel at all costs. That's in this, it's how they read the scriptures. You are to protect them, give them what they want, you stick up for them, whatever you got to do, protect it, because that's where Jesus is coming back to. That's where the last days are going to unfold. And even though they don't agree with their religion and how they deal with stuff, it's like it doesn't matter because that's what the scriptures say. But now you have Christian leaders, and even some leaders on the right saying, no, this isn't okay. This isn't okay. And we have 32% of the country, only 32% that supports what's going on over there, like the war over there. The rest doesn't. But we have 90% of Congress saying, yeah, still support it. So that alone, we can do a unified effort like, look it, they don't have our best interest. They're not listening to us. And they're still doing this. And by the way, they get all their college paid for. They get their health care paid for. And they take all of our money and do that. We don't want this war. But we are paying for all of it while we don't have any of that. That's an appealing argument on both sides. And we could do something like bipartisan protests. You know, we can say, we can leave the rest at the door. This is an immediate thing that we need to deal with, and we're going to have to do it together. And that is how you make allies. And one of the most important things about it is that we both now see each other through a filter of propaganda, both sides. This is not a one-sided thing. Both are scared of the other. Both think the other is just the evil of evil. And our side will say, yeah, but our side is right. That's what their side says. Oh, yeah, but our side is true. That's what their side says. A lot of people on the left do not know how the cult operates. They don't know what the people really think or feel. They look at their FYP, they look at the news they see, and they think they see all of that, they know all of it, they felt it the same way we did, and they said, we don't care. And that is simply not true. I'm going to save that for a different video. And I'm also going to talk about, in another video, about how we can use this to introduce the Heritage Foundation and Peter Thiel and Curtis Yarvin and JD in a whole new way. Like, we have so many opportunities right now that we can be sharing with them at these protests or whatever online things we want to create to stop what's going on, because they don't really know about those people. They don't really know about the Heritage Foundation the way that we do, because again, they don't see our FYP. Trump never has embraced them. None of them do. They just go, I don't know, never heard of them. They're fake. That sounds like a left thing. They still, most of them have not read Project 2025. They still don't think it's real. But I have a way to tie that all into what we are doing right now in Project Esther, which is part of Project 2025. So we have a huge opportunity here. So when you start thinking about people on the right, if you're going to go to a conversation, go to Israel and Gaza. And we really want to start thinking about unifying and doing some large protests that show Congress and show Mr. Yahoo over there in Israel that we're not effing around, that we are tired of paying for this. We, the people, are tired of paying for this and for being a part of something that sickens us and that is wrong, and for allowing our leaders to continue doing it because they've been bought and paid for. That place literally owns us, and we no longer want to be owned.